Welcome to Let's Talk Books Unscripted. How we doing? Episode 36.
Okay.
My thing's empty.
Oh, okay. So it was just for the cheers.
I was drinking tea out of this. It was a black tea,
and this
caffeinated.
mug is really cool, by the way. It's got trees on it, like our tree behind us. I mean, these don't have lights on them, but I got it at a Bible camp that I just went to recently with the students from our youth group, and it's pretty cool. It's a nice mug.
Yeah.
You have a piece of hair like all over here.
What is it? Thank you.
Yeah, dog hair everywhere. And I'm having an Olipop. This is one of my favorite flavors. Strawberry vanilla. Mine's almost gone. What are you enjoying tonight? Or no, it won't be. It might be tonight. It might be night if you're watching.
Yeah, so it's Monday night.
Monday night. If it's morning, or I don't know. Let's be real. I won't have this posted in the morning.
We're filming this Monday night about
tomorrow.
Almost now. It's like 9.
So Tuesdays.
So it was 9 o'clock.
Well, I'll have it posted
PM.
sometime. Yep. But let us know what you're enjoying, if you're having a snack or a beverage, what you're up to, and then we're gonna dive into books.
Yep, we're talking books. We got lots of books. As always, we're gonna touch on one that we are both reading for our virtual book club, which we're meeting this Sunday.
So less than a week away now.
So there's still time if you want to join in. Let us know if you want to join in on the club. A lot of you I know already in the club, so that's amazing.
Here it is.
And then we have some books to get us ready for the holidays.
Well, but first, let's dial it back to ones that if you don't want to go into holiday reading quite yet.
Well, you know.
But that is what that's the majority of the books that are sitting here. Are like ones that are good for the holidays.
So we want to make sure we're going to mention some that if you're not quite ready to get into the holiday spirit, we can see we got our Christmas tree up
we have
back
one
here.
Of our Christmas
this is our artificial tree.
We'll still get a real tree.
There's little miniature books on it, and then we always cut down a real tree, probably after Thanksgiving.
Right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, like the first.
Sometimes it's like
first weekend
in December, but
so
we'll see when it happens. But
that's a fun thing. We like the real tree, and we put it out in our front
so we have
window.
2 trees, and this is a nice space to have this one because we don't use this door going out to our 3 Seasons porch when it starts to
and then you can see it from the front.
Yeah.
So this goes through, so it's cool.
Yeah. But Corey mentioned our virtual book club. So yeah, that's this book right here that I thought still could fit really nicely into fall reading if you're still, wanting the fall vibes. So even if you don't or can't get it read by the time we discuss it for virtual book club, still pick it up. I was noticing I'm actually not super far in. I have kind of a lot to read yet. Yeah. Corey's further than me. We have dueling book clubs.
Mine's the yellow one.
But yeah, it like the timing of it is fall. Like I think like right now where I'm at, it's like taking place in October, and like right at the very beginning of the book, it was like November, even. So if that's something that matters to you and you like reading like a book that takes place around when you're actually reading it, that kind of thing, I do think this probably mostly takes place in the fall. At least that's what I'm gathering so far. I'm sure that it's gonna like hop around and maybe go to a different season or time frame, but
we both have some work to do, but this book's good so far. I mean, it's a little slow moving, but it's still really very interesting, and it's very keeps you guessing. So they are going to be entering this magical forest. That's the plan. I mean, I'm about 40% done, and they haven't entered the forest yet, but they're very close. They're very close to doing it. So I think once they get, it's going to be pretty cool. So we're excited to talk this one with our book club on Sunday night.
And it just has like a really like whimsical, magical cover. So I don't know. To me, it feels very fall-like. So if you're still looking for fall recommendations,
here's one.
And then
we got some more.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about that one? I don't want to dominate the conversation. I'm the one who picked this book out, but I don't know if you're planning to read it or not. I don't know if this would be your jam, but this is called Legends and Lattes, and I guess this is a prequel. Actually, I was told the one on the back here is called Bookshops and Bone Dust. So I didn't grab that one, and I should have. When we were at an indie bookstore, kind of towards the end of the summer is when I grabbed this one.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to read it during the fall, and it is still fall. So I do plan on starting it probably after I finish The Lost Story. But I've heard really, really good things. So
is it a fall book, or is it just like about coffee?
Well, obviously you can read it whenever you want. But look at the colors. Like it's like brown and like it looks very cozy to me.
You may have seen this one going around the socials because it's been pretty popular.
You want, obviously. Yeah. But
it's so shiny.
Yeah, I don't like the glare on it.
It does sound interesting. I mean, I don't know.
It's like Shrek.
Yeah, but like, they work at a coffee shop, which is amazing.
Yeah, so it's a fantasy.
So,
and like, yeah, cozy.
Yeah, and that's always, if you read any of these books, let us know and just say what, maybe.
But that is one that I plan to start soon, so that could be a suggestion as well. Again, I mean, I'm sure it would fit into any season. I have no idea what season it takes place in, or if they even say that in the book or anything, but yeah, I've had that one on my radar for a long time, so I do plan to still fit it in before the year ends.
It's pretty short.
And I have my sister-in-law who really wants to borrow it too, so I'm kind of feeling a little bit of the pressure there.
Come on.
But yeah, so I'll get it read soon. It looks cute. And then another one that I actually got for free from the publisher, and I started it, I think like maybe at the end of September, and I just got distracted by other books, but I do really still want to come back to this one. I don't know if it'll be before the end of the year, but this could be a suggestion for you if you're still kind of wanting like spooky-esque. This one's called The 13th Child, a dark, delicious treat from start to finish. This is a YA novel by Erin A. Craig. And I actually found a different one of her books, and actually it says it on the front here. I found it in a little free library. I don't know if I told you that. Recently. So it's called House of Salt and Sorrows, and I spotted it in a little free library, so I picked up that one by her as well.
Nice.
A haunting, deeply romantic tale of life and death. So I'm trying to think of if this is a retelling of a specific fairy tale. I can't remember. But yeah, dark fairy tale, gothic. It's like a gorgeous book, by the way, and I got this for free. They sent it to me with like a really cool, it was like a PR box, it had like a whole bunch of stuff in it.
Yeah, that was
It's called The 13th Child. So I just still really want to read it. I just feel like it's going to be very heavy fantasy, and I just have to be like in the right frame of mind for it.
It's fairly chunky.
And it is bigger. The main character in it is named Hazel, and our middle child is named Hazel. So that's something else that I really like about it. So yeah, that could be a good one, especially if you're a fantasy fan. I've heard really, really good things about her other books as well. So
yeah, these are both in fantasy so far. So
some cozy /
cozy fantasy, yes.
Dark fantasy is what that one would be. Yeah, these really are all like. Well, no, this is a mystery, but still considered like more of a cozy mystery. This last one that I'll talk about, but this one I actually just finished very recently, called Given Our History. I might have talked about this one on a different episode, but I mean, if this doesn't scream fall, I don't know what does. So yeah, I feel like all of our leaves are pretty much sufficiently down on the ground.
Yeah, the city came and sucked up the last of them that we raked up.
We had like a raking party on Friday after the kids got done with school. But hey, even if the leaves where you're at are mostly off of the trees, you could still enjoy them on the cover of this beautiful book. But yeah, this does take place primarily in the fall, leading up to like the holidays. So I really liked the timing of this one too. It felt like the perfect time to read it. It's a second chance romance. It's like told in dual timelines, so it goes from past to present, back and forth. And yeah, I didn't absolutely love this book, but I did really like it, so I would still recommend it. And yeah, I just am obsessed with the cover and the binding, which is what really shows when it's on your shelf anyway. And purple's my favorite color, so yeah, I would check that one out. Yeah, it's Given Our History by Kristen J. Miller. I don't think I said who it was by. And then this one, How to Solve Your Own Murder, is a like cozy mystery, I think is what that falls into. And yeah, I just love the colors on this one too. And this author is coming out with the sequel for this, I think I want to say sometime in March, maybe. So this is part of a series, the book 1 in the series. Frances Adams always said she'd be murdered. She was right. So,
oh dear.
So yeah, this is one that I have already read. So like, let's see, the ones that we showed right away were ones that, the 13th Child I wasn't very far into. I have not read Legends and Lattes. I'm currently reading The Lost Story. We both are. But then this one and the one I just showed are ones I've already read and would definitely recommend. This one was like a little bit on the slower side, but I still very much enjoyed it. It's definitely not a thriller. So obviously a cozy mystery is very different than a thriller. And there's some people that are very into that genre, and I'm not as into it as I am thrillers, like straight up
Is
thrillers.
it like a whodunit?
But yeah, it's got like the Clue vibe. So if you're like a fan of the game Clue or the movie Clue. So I'm really excited for the second one in the series. I'm hoping that Aardvark gets it.
That was from Aardvark,
because this was an Aardvark pick. I love the cover.
Yeah, that one's amazing.
It's really fun. Okay, we gotta look at that.
Show the naked book.
I know, I always like to do that. So yeah, it's got like a really cool
Miami
blue.
Dolphins colors.
Yeah, kind of fun. So yeah, if you're wanting to kind of like hold on to fall for a little bit longer, which I'm kind of feeling that, like I'm like in that tension of like, because fall is my absolute favorite season, and I feel like it always goes by too fast.
Like we have this Christmas tree up, but we also have like pumpkins.
We still have like a harvest vibe going in the house, because I'm like, it's gotta stay like that until after Thanksgiving.
We're hosting Thanksgiving here with my family on next Thursday, so it's like we still need to have some pumpkins and gourds, but we got this.
The kids really wanted this out, and then we have like a nativity set up in our living room.
So after Thanksgiving, we'll go full Christmas. We get our real tree. Yeah. We have a mini tree we put on our fireplace. Yep. And
let us know what you do at your house, by the way. If you like just can't wait for the holidays and you don't care what date it is and you just want it all your stuff out, or if you're like, nope, it's still fall, I stand firm on that.
There's no wrong answer. There's no.
Just curious, what you do or what your reading preferences are right now. So that's why we kind of wanted to do both, like to give a few suggestions that.
Yeah, but we're gonna be heavy on the. I don't know. Not about Christmas books, but
holiday
books for the next couple months.
Yeah, like next couple
Christmas,
months.
New Year's.
Could go, a couple
January, February.
Yep.
January, February are like the good reading months because it's usually pretty miserable outside.
Yeah, it's like you're not doing as much. I mean,
because we're in Wisconsin.
I feel like we are. Watch me, like I need to like knock on wood right now, but we're typically not as busy. I feel like our social calendar isn't quite as busy in like those winter months, and so we are home more, like you just don't really want to go do things, and you definitely don't want to be out driving if the roads are bad. So I've even canceled plans with friends before when I like even have to just drive across town. I'm like, I love you, but no.
You're not worth it.
It's like, no, I'm not doing that.
You're not worth it. Yes, we got about 10 books here.
You want to talk about one first? Is there anything in particular that you want to? I guess we've talked about that one already, but we can show it again.
Yeah, this is one we're going to talk about quite a bit. And hopefully, like it's good because we keep talking about it and like hyping it up.
I know, watch it.
But I'm just very psyched for it because it is Christmas Presents by Lisa Unger.
So this would be a suggestion for something a little bit different. This is clearly not like the holly jolly, cozy holiday book. This would be a
true
one
crime
set at Christmas time, but
a true crime podcaster unwraps a bookseller's dark past in this chilling holiday mystery from a master.
Yeah, it looks good. And it's like really short.
Yeah, it's a cute little like it's short.
Didn't
it's
you
like
say
a
it is a
small
novella?
book.
I think it says that.
I think they're considering that.
Considering it a novella.
Yeah,
it's pretty short.
And like the pages in the margins are really like large. But this is what we keep talking about, so I think everyone should pick this up if you find it. Like we found this.
It's in pristine condition. Like I don't even know if somebody actually read it.
Like at a book sale, like it.
Or they read it once and then like got rid of it.
It's hardly been broken in, so there's a good chance they never read it. But it was quite the score, so we're super pumped.
Because how much did we paid for? Was it $2? $1? $2.
$2.
I think it was on our first.
$2 for the hardcovers, but
yeah, really good score.
Yeah.
So I know that's when we both plan to read.
Yeah. So Christmas. We're gonna talk about this a lot. So hopefully it's good. Obviously, once we read it,
even though we
can talk more about it. But if you can find this book this year, I think you should grab it. Maybe read it with us because it's riveting. I mean, you don't see many Christmas thrillers.
I know, and then here we are gonna go into another one that's not like a typical
Christmas mystery.
This is a mystery, so this would be more like the cozy mystery vibes. This is a Sherlock Holmes Christmas adventure. What Child Is This? By Bonnie McBird, with illustrations by Frank Cho. So there actually are some fun illustrations in here. There's I don't know, a cool one. Of course, it's gonna take me forever to find one. Yeah, oh my gosh, and the print is huge in this book too, so probably would be a pretty quick read. Here we go. Here's one of the illustrations, and here's the cover. Yeah, what child is this? This was actually another one I found at the sale that we were just talking about, but I found it last year when we went.
Last year's sale, yeah.
So I've had this book for a while. I'd like to read it this season, just something a little bit different, change it up a little bit, and it's not. Yeah, it's not all the, it's the cutesy rom-coms, which is what I'm normally drawn to, if I'm being honest. As we head, into Christmas, but
a Sherlock Holmes Christmas adventure.
It just seems kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's got a really.
I wonder if anyone else has seen this or read it.
I had never heard of it, and I also have never read any Sherlock Holmes in general. So, and I don't think I've seen the movies. Have you? Have you watched any of the movies together?
No,
I don't think so.
No.
And I've never read Sherlock Holmes, so of course I know who he is. But yeah, I've never.
Takes place in London, 1890, a snowy December. So there's something different for you.
Another different option.
You need something different.
Oh, here we go. Let's keep on the different train here before we move into all the
lots of difference.
Cutesy ones. So these are going to be your more obscure options, I guess you could say. This one's called 5 Total Strangers, and I found this in a little free library. It's a YA book, pretty positive, because I think this publisher here is YA. I've seen this on the back of a lot of YA books. Fire Reads.
No, it doesn't sound like YA.
So I know, but YA has really changed a lot.
You're right.
When was this book? 2020. So yeah, pretty recent. To my fellow travelers, explorers of water and deserts and everything in between. So this is by Natalie D. Richards. She never should have accepted that ride. So yeah, she thought being stranded was the worst thing that could happen. She was wrong. See, I read the description to Corey before we got on here, but it looks pretty good. It's the snowy cover, and this does take place the main character is trying to get home for the holidays and ends up in kind of a sketchy situation is what it seems like. Seems like it'd be a pretty quick read too. It's just under 300 pages. So
yeah, that's the perfect.
So yeah, I don't know for sure if I'm gonna get to this season, but this would be an idea for you if you need something for your TBR, something that's not cozy.
Yeah, still get those Christmas vibes, but
5 Total Strangers. I had never heard of it before, and I just found it in the little free library, so it's kind of fun.
That's a score.
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's a score.
And then this would be another one. It's got that snowy cover. This is called One by One by Ruth Ware. And then I can read the description too. So far, I think I have actually only read one book by her, and she has some on the back here, and The Woman in Cabin 10 I read by her, and I did really, really like that one. Evoking the snowy seclusion in a dark, dark wood, the luxe environs of The Woman in Cabin 10, and the cutting-edge technology of The Turn of the Key. The Turn of the Key is another book by her. This highly anticipated 6th novel is the Agatha Christie of our time, at the top of her game. So I've actually never read any Agatha Christie either, but she's basically the cozy mystery queen, I feel like. Maybe not even necessarily cozy, but it's a whodunit kind of thing.
Yeah. Riley Sager called it diabolically clever.
Yeah,
this was one. So a few of these books were some of our options that we selected as options for our virtual book club for December.
Yeah.
So we're going to show which one won for December.
Yes.
So obviously we're reading The Lost Story now, and then our next book we'll show it soon. But this was one of the choices.
Yeah. And it didn't get picked, but like I still kind of want to.
So a lot of these,
even if I feel like to me this is going to be more like a January book, honestly. Like that'd be one that I would hold off on until after.
This
Christmas,
is less Christmassy,
like
but
wintry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's a word, right? Yes,
wintry vibes.
I go with wintry.
Sure. What are we gonna do next? Okay, here we're both by the same author.
We'll show these ones.
So these are both by Josie Silver. I've not read anything by her yet, but this one is called One Day in December, and I really wanted to read it last year, and of course just couldn't fit it in. And I was not going to read it after December. I'm sorry, but with the word December in the title, the only time I will be reading this book is in December. So
not right
if
now.
It doesn't happen this December, then it's going to be waiting till the next one. So because I'm just psycho like that. Although, now that I'm flipping through this, it's one that goes through, like, probably an entire year or something like that.
Yeah.
So, maybe...
I just saw August when you
don't have to read it
April.
All in December. But, 2 People, 10 Chances, One Unforgettable Love Story. One Day in December is the sweetest love story. It's gorgeous, absolutely lovely. Readers are going to love it. Yeah, I feel like it's, I want to say it's one of those, it's like similar to, I mean, at least from the title alone, from what I'm gathering, is similar to the book and the movie One Day. And then they came out with a TV adaptation now.
They did.
I saw the movie with Anne Hathaway and read the book.
Where'd you find this book?
It's quite beat up. It's not in the best.
Did you see that starts on your birthday?
I did not see that. Oh, look at that. My birthday is December 21st.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
This book's been well loved.
Yes, it really has.
Like, where'd you find it?
Yeah, it's kind of beat up.
There's a big crease in the front.
Well, that's okay.
But I mean, someone's been reading this. People have been reading it.
Yeah. So I've heard really good things about it. I would say mostly. I don't know that I've heard anything negative about it.
I devoured this delicious novel in one sitting. It was like candy.
Well, there you go. There you go. And then this is then a newer one by her, but I'm almost wondering if she's coming out with even something newer right now, and I haven't heard, but this one came out in December of last year, and this is A Winter in New York. So it's definitely been on my shelf for far too long, so I think this is the year I should read it. But again, this is one that takes place, like, it spans time too, I believe. So I don't think it, like, all takes place in December, you know. And this could just be, like, wintertime book. So this could be a good January.
Lucky for us in Wisconsin, winter is very long.
Yeah, lasts a long time.
Like, so we got December, January, February, March, and sometimes
into April. So
there's plenty of time to read winter books.
But this is like probably going to be a good one for foodies. A young chef stumbles upon a secret family recipe that might lead her to the love and life she's been looking for. It looks very cute. This was another one that we had as
wasn't this one got
quite a few votes for our virtual
I thought that was going to win for a minute there.
So, because it was getting so many votes, I was like, I should definitely read this one this year. So I think this will end up being more of like a January or February read for me personally, but if you are like deficient in, book ideas for
that's what we're here for.
We're hoping to help with that.
That's what we're here for. So you got the whole Winter Street. Why don't you talk about those here?
I'll let you talk about like our cute pink book down there for sure. But so this was a series I started last year and only read one. So I believe the first one is called Winter Street. And then it's like, then the rest of them are part of the Winter Street series, I think. I was like, no, I'm not going to be able to commit to reading the entire series, like, in one season. Maybe I can knock out all 3 of these, soonish. We'll see, because I have so many other books that I want to read. But then I ended up just getting them all, because I really did like the first one a lot. And I don't know, I struggle. I don't know about you guys, but series are not always my jam. I have a really hard time committing to an entire series because I appreciate standalones a lot more than I do series, but it's not like I won't read them. It has to be the right series, and then I'll be able to do it. But so the second one is called Winter Stroll. So the covers are really pretty. I don't know, like they're beachy. I mean, it's not summertime beachy, but Ellen, how do you say her name? I think it's Ellen, not Elin. Ellen Hilderbrand who is very, very popular, has tons of books, and I do have others of hers on my shelf as well. But yeah, the only one that I have read by her is the winter one so far, even though I have others that do not take place in the winter time. This one's called Winter Storms. They've got like a cozy blanket. I don't know. The queen of the romance novel is on top of her game.
Doesn't look very wintry wherever they're at. Like on the beach.
I know, but it is addictively readable. A slice of holiday life from a master of domestic fiction. Yeah. So she it's very like drama-esque. So it's not as much of the like, holly jolly vibes, like the way that she wrote these anyway.
Yeah.
Because there's another book down here that I'm going to talk about that I think is probably similar vibes. But yeah, what I got out of the first one in this series is that it's very similar to The Family Stone. If you've seen that movie, that Christmas movie, with like that whole cast of characters, like Sarah Jessica Parker is in it, Rachel McAdams. I'm trying to think of
it's all drama.
Diane Keaton. It's just like kind of family drama.
Yeah,
and it's like very deep and like I bawled my eyes out watching The Family Stone last year. Corey fell asleep on the couch, and I don't know, I hadn't watched it in a long time, and I was like, I really like this movie. So then the last one, I think it's the last one. I don't think there are any more in the series. I think it's 4 books. This one is Winter Solstice, which again happens to be my birthday. My birthday falls on the winter solstice. So I'm kind of like, well, I want to read this one, but I have to obviously read the other ones. That's the
last one, though.
But yeah, this is the last one. So
you can't jump ahead.
I think the first book that I don't have down here, because I do have it on our red shelf, is hardcover. So it's like the first one and the fourth one I have hardcover, and then the 2 in between were brand new and they're paperback, which I chose not to care about that.
That's a book sandwich right there.
Yep. But you skip to the there you go.
All right, so we're gonna show you the one that won our book club, our virtual book club, but we're also gonna be reading it for the in-person book club. So it's kind of nice. It's gonna be like the same book for both book clubs. It's kind of easy. And this is one that we've both been wanting to read for a while. So we're actually kind of happy that it won. An absolutely perfect holiday hug. So this is Once Upon a December by Amy Reichert. Yeah, so this is an author that, well, I've read one of her books. Katie has yet to, but she is a Wisconsin author, so we just automatically like her. But this one seems...
It takes place in Milwaukee, which is cool, which is only like an hour and a half away from us.
Like reading the back, it's like reading a Hallmark movie.
Yeah, it looks...
It sounds super fun.
Really cute.
Super cute.
It's got the magical realism.
Yeah, like the names, people's names in are Astra, Noel Snow, and Jack Clausen. That's just classic stuff.
It's probably like slightly cheesy, but like, I don't know. We all could use a little bit of that right now, right? I mean, that's why probably so many of us watch Hallmark movies or the cheesy ones on Netflix.
Yeah. Emily Henry said she was absolutely smitten.
There you go. Emily Henry gives her stamp of approval, then I'm inclined to trust it.
So if you can't join our virtual book club for this month, this will be for December. So definitely... If you want to join, check it out.
And that should be an easy enough book to get your hands on, because it's not like it's brand new or anything. So you could even find it at the library.
Like we found this at a used bookstore, right?
Find it used. Oh yeah, it's definitely a used copy. It's a really in good condition used copy.
So if you want to join the club, just message Katie on one of the socials. Yeah. And we can get you hooked up with our chat, and
we're both excited for that.
This will be fun to talk about. It'll be a lot of joy. Yeah. Once Upon a December.
Yeah, it's got like the best cover ever. There's a little gnome in the corner too. I mean,
it's
how
pink.
cute is that?
It's a pink book. All pink books are just good.
I was gonna say, it just has to be good, right? Because it's pink.
Yeah.
And then I guess, we've got 2 more here. We've got a lot. This one is called Lovelight Farms. This series has been on my radar forever too. It's by B.K. Borison, and this is the first in the series. Not all of them take place in the winter. Where the Love Light Gleams. Cute.
Classic.
So it's got a very cute Christmassy cover. This is one that I definitely plan on reading this holiday season. 2 best friends fake date to reach their holiday happily ever after in this first romantic comedy in the Love Light series. So it's called that's what the series is Love Light. But this is Love Light Farms. I've heard honestly nothing but good things about this series. Lots of people are very obsessed, so I'm pretty late to the game here in starting this series. When did she come out with this book? 2021, so not forever ago, but
yeah.
But yeah, fake dating is really fun. Friends to lovers is my favorite trope, so I'm sure I will be obsessed with this. And then, yeah, this is one that I was kind of comparing to that Winter Street series that I think could be kind of similar. This is called Flight by Lynn Steger-Strong. She also wrote the book Want. It says that down at the bottom. I have not heard of that one before, but it's like a really nice, like, quick book.
Thick, yeah.
It's got those, like, this particular copy has those, like, cool, I don't know what the pages are called. There's a name for it.
There is a name.
But
who knows the name?
They're kind of fun. I don't know. Yeah, if you know.
Yeah, it looks like a quick read.
Yeah, very quick. So this is going to be probably very similar to, like, The Family Stone. Let's see. Yeah, Lynn Steger-Strong is a master of family life, a wise chronicler of economic struggles, real and imagined, of dreams versus responsibilities, and of nuances in relationships of all kinds. Arresting and powerful, Flight examines the possibility and pain of fierce love and hope in our time of looming existential threats. And it, like, starts on December 22nd. So yeah, there you go. Henry, Kate, and Martin are, like, the main characters in it. They're siblings. And then she has another one, just shows at the beginning, like, her other books. There's another one called Hold Still. So yeah, I'll be interested to check out her other ones. This came out in 2022, so semi-recently. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this one. Somebody that I follow on Instagram absolutely loved it last winter season, holiday season.
Yeah.
So, and I definitely trust her book recommendations. Yes. So that's kind of like a really cool cover too. The pretty bird on there.
Get this one. Is this from?
That was a Book Outlet.
Book Outlet. Yeah,
yep.
I thought so.
Yeah, that was a Book Outlet purchase.
Yeah.
So that's all we got. That's
all.
Kind of a lot.
That's the last one. There's so much.
That's all.
There's so many more books.
Yeah, I mean,
if you have any recommendations, let us know. But there's so much. There's so much. There's only so much time.
But then this season goes by fast too. I mean, if you want something Christmassy, I should say.
Yeah, if you want something Christmassy, but then obviously there's a lot of winter books, and obviously all the genres can be read at any time. Thrillers, rom-coms, even horror. Come on.
Yeah.
If you want to read a January horror book, that's for you. I like that for you and for me.
Yep, totally, 100%.
But yeah, give us your recommendations. Other than that, we were just discussing before this that, like,
we might start switching to, like, all the time being
we
live.
Might just always go live for these videos because it's kind of just unscripted. We kind of just do it anyways. It's almost like doing it live because there's no editing or anything.
Yeah.
So if that's something you would like, please let us know if that'd be cool with you.
Yeah. Our next one will still be like this, I think. Whenever we're able to.
We're just trying to figure out the best day to do it because we'd want to do it the same day of the week, every week.
Try to be consistent.
Same day, same time. Like, we're throwing around Monday or maybe Sunday, but we want to do it like. We want to make sure people are able to tune in live. And obviously, you can still rewatch it the next day.
Yes.
It's not, so if you can't watch live, but it's more fun when we're all connecting live. So if you have any, let us know if you like that, and maybe a day that'd be the best for you.
Yeah. Because obviously we won't be able to accommodate everybody's schedule, but like maybe the majority,
If we did have to switch it up one week, that's fine. But
we could always do
ideally, it's the same time, same day every week.
Yeah.
So it just becomes like a routine thing. So I don't know if Monday night would be good for everyone. That's probably our best night.
Probably our least busy night, like where we don't typically have anything.
If other people are busy, then that's not good.
Yeah.
But that's something we're throwing around, so I think that'd be fun because we like the lives. They're more interactive, and I mean, we're just kind of doing this live anyways. There's there's no editing or anything.
Don't go back and edit anything.
Yeah, so what you see is what you get. Remember, that's what I always say. And but that's it. A little shorter episode tonight.
Yeah. We will see you next time.
Yeah, everyone have a good Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah. That's right. If we don't come on again before then, we might.
We might see you before Thanksgiving.
We might see you. We'll say it again then.
Forget about what I said.
But we'll talk to you next time.